Hi, I'm John Hay with University of Nebraska Extension, and we're standing here next to a solar photovoltaic array here on a farm in Nebraska. When we talk about the array, we're talking about the entire system all together and all the parts included. What we're seeing on the front side of this solar array are all of the modules or solar panels. A lot of times we'll talk about a panel, but the industry calls each individual panel a module. And each module is made up of solar cells, which are these individual solar cells inside the solar panel encapsulated in glass. This particular solar module has 60 cells. There's two common sizes, 60 cell modules and 72 cell modules. So this solar array behind us is a 14 kW solar array at a farm, and it is tilted at a 38-degree angle facing south, and that is ideal for conditions here in Nebraska. And as I move around the nation, we're going to adjust that angle based on the latitude of the location. And so in this case, 38 degrees. If I were to move south, I might be a little flatter, and if I move north into northern latitudes, I'd make it a little bit steeper. All right, here we are on the back side of the solar array, and there's some important pieces to look at. One is the frame of the system, which you can see is this stiff metal frame that's holding it up. This frame is concreted into the ground. It's part of the grounding of the system, as well as it's meant to hold up to the winds of the location you're in. So we have a pretty robust one here for the strong winds of the Great Plains, but this system not only holds the solar array up, but also holds it at that proper angle. Solar panels create DC electricity, or direct current electricity, which is not compatible with the electric grid. To make it compatible, we need to turn it into quality alternating current electricity that matches the characteristics of the grid. And that's what this unit here is for. This is an inverter. This is a string inverter that connects all these solar panels into one large inverter, creating in-phase, clean alternating current electricity that can then be used by the load or the grid. And so that's what's happening is electricity is coming in here, traveling out to the load, and eventually to the grid if it's not being used by the load. Another thing you want to notice here is that when we look at the back of the solar array, we're not seeing a lot of wires and other things hanging. We have a very clean setup where the wires are underneath these trays. These trays are there to protect those wires as well as to make them not accessible to people. So it's a really important piece of quality installation. Also, you'll see when we're back here, lots of clean, straight lines and a good quality installation. Each solar array will also have a disconnect switch to disconnect the system from the grid when needed, which is a requirement of the utility. In the next video, we'll discuss grid interconnection and net metering.